Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager. It's career mode, the full team version. It's week 49 of the Gaming Decathlon competition. And as we go into this race, we got a 4-stage race coming up here. First one is for my sprinters. Second one is a hill climb one. A couple short, steep Category 1 climbs just before the end. So I may be able to get some on this to compete for it. Stage 3, time trial. Stage 4, another one that is seen as hilly, but I very much think I can get some riders to the end on that one. Direct Energy is going to be at this one. Cofidis, we're going to be a bit overmatched from the look at the squads that will be attending this race. Even this first stage undulates a lot, so this is not going to be a very easy race for me, and it's nearly 200 kilometers. So our low stamina levels are going to be affected. Yeah, Brian Cockard is here at this race, so that's a heavy favorite to win. Vital Concept is here. Team Wiggins is here. Radio Popular is here. So there are quite a few competitive Continental Pro teams that are going to be attending this race. So as a result, I'll have a difficult time cracking the top 5 at any point. This is the Circuit d'Ardennes International.
So it's ideal ground for those who are good on the flat.
Be racing in the Ardennes forest. As it's a stage for the sprinters, and I'm going to have a difficult time keeping up with these top sprinting teams. I'm going to do everything I can to get full team effort on that process, so no one to the breakaway group. Alright, that's everybody back. Let's see how we're looking today. We've got Rim is definitely not going to be our sprinter, but Easter's looking good and is certainly a sprinter, so we'll protect him. Granigan, maybe. Anderson, no. Brown, maybe. Wraith, definitely. Even though he's a -2. Simpson, I think no compared to Brown or Granigan. Granigan, it says -1, but actually he's looking pretty good. So we'll put Simpson on Granigan. There we go. Alright, Breakaway still has not been able to get free, so it's hard to speed things up at the moment. So I'm still on a pretty tight schedule here, so for these next few episodes I'm still going to have to do less editing than what I normally do. But that doesn't mean no editing. So I think I'm going to take one of these next 3 episodes, and I'm expecting it to be this one, where I just go straight through. And then the next couple episodes, I should be able to get back to editing. There just might be some larger chunks than normal. A couple stages less than what we would normally get in an episode. But we should be back to totally normal here by the next time. At least I hope to be. It's been busy for me. Okay, let's see here. Oh, 131, but we're out of water. I want to get it down to 120, so I only need to get water one more time. It's Brown who I'm going to send on that task, as he's the one with nothing to do at the moment. So actually, as we're on a downhill now, it's going to take a little while before Brown actually gets back there, gets the water, and then gets back to the front. There we go. Yeah, just over 120k left to go, so that's just fine. Alright, now, field is going to pick up the pace here at some point, so let's go ahead and set this to 80. So we've got a breakaway group of just 5 riders. They are 3.5 minutes ahead. And here's the biggest climb of the day right now. Pace, it's not there. I'm actually at the front at the moment, even though I'm not even leading it out. So nobody is attacking here on this climb, which is good for my team. And looking at my riders, all of them still look pretty strong, though rim's hurting a little bit here. The pace is starting to pick up now. There's a whole bunch of riders on the front to pull back the breakaway group. So far, we've just now gotten them under the 3-minute mark, and we are getting down to it. Less than 70k to go. It's starting to come down a bit faster now. I was getting worried there for a little bit, but we're down to 2.5 minutes. And coming up on that 60k mark, so Brown, I'm going to get him set back for water bottles again. And there we go. Now that we're down to 60, even though we've still got some water left, we'll do it now. Get it done, especially before we hit that Category 2 climb. Picking his way back up with water bottles. I would love to see in the 2019 edition that they actually start to do that animation of handing water bottles over and drinking water from time to time for the riders. Alright, so we are on that steep climb now, and yet again, nobody is actually leading us out right now, so it's pretty casual over the top of this, which is good. That means there's no teams that are punishing us right now, as we would certainly be punished over the top of this. You can see that even at an 80 just now, right at the top, a couple riders came to the front and attacked pretty hard, and all of my guys hurt a little bit, but I'll have my full team here for the sprint at the end. And the peloton actually has split. It's down to 69 riders. That would be fantastic if most of those can't make it back in. I imagine another group or so would get back in, but if that group of 27, they are 2.5 minutes back, if they don't catch us, that would be awesome. Another uphill section here, and yeah, they're a good 2.5 minutes back. I don't think that group is going to catch back up to us. All right, and not quite time to form up yet. Slow it down here at about 20.
The pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't
Still about 2 minutes back, but they are gaining on us, so I'm a little worried that that group could still make contact. All right, now we're close enough now. Breakaway group down to 4 riders. They're only 40 seconds ahead. They're not going to catch us. But let's see here. We had Easter 67s and feeling good today. Looking the strongest, so he's probably going to be our guy. Granigan and is it Wraith? Yeah. So we're going to put Wraith as lead out, Granigan next, and then it was Brown, and then I think it's going to be Simpson. Yeah, Simpson's looking pretty strong. And then we're down to Anderson and Rim. Doesn't matter necessarily which direction I go, as these two are just going to get us to the finish. And we'll set this to about a 92 now and get Rim starting to push things out in front. Yeah, that's just a little bit more pace than what we're getting at the top right now. So that's fine. I want to make sure we get these guys caught and put some pressure on here. This is about the biggest incline left. Yes, it is. So this is a good opportunity for Rim. And let's make sure we actually have the... Oh, Granigan, come on, Granigan. Granigan, you're wasting energy here. Ooh, we've got a breakaway group. We've got a breakaway. There's a split. Okay. Oh, I like this. All right. It's your turn. Your turn. Rim, good job. You pulled us away. Anderson, we're going to go 95 because I've got 30 seconds. We could win this thing, potentially, if we could stay ahead. Simpson's going to be ready to go here. Anderson, give it your all, give it your all. Yes, yes. Okay. Stay on 95. We'll see how long. I don't think Anderson lasted terribly long. It's down to my team plus one rider. $7K. It's going to be tight whether I can get my full team to that finish, but this has the potential to be our first ever win if we could stay away. There's now just 20 riders trying to give chase. 20 riders is all... Oh, I did not want Wraith. I wanted Granigan. It shifted as Rim dropped out of the group. We're pulling away more. We are pulling away. I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to hang on. I got 3 riders left.
That looks like a really
Just 3 riders left, but all 6 riders. We dropped the other riders, so all 6 here are my team. And this is the finish. This is the finish. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everyone, sprint. Give it your all. Whoever wins it, wins it. Granigan might hang on here. We are going to win. We are going to get our first ever win. 400 meters from the end. All right, here we go. There it is. Wraith comes over the top. Easter not fast enough on the acceleration, so Wraith gets the win. He would normally be our sprinter anyway. Granigan takes second. Easter takes third. Anderson takes 4. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4 before Brian Cockard reaches the line. That little uphill section with about 12K to go. We got off the front, and I just got a win. My first ever, and we hung on. They did it. In fact, I still had a few riders strong at the end as we just stayed away. I might have a few seconds over that trailing group as well. That could put us in contention for something. But either way, we've earned our first ever stage win as a team. That's going to be a big boost. I don't know whether this was one of our targeted races or not, but regardless, I am all over the top finishes. We finished top 4 and then 10th and 11th. There's Cockard giving chase at the end. He's already... Oh no, that's Nathan Brown. There comes the chasers behind. Too late. Celebration already on. Beautiful teamwork there. Historic treble. It's actually a quadruple, but they don't count beyond the treble. Not Nathan Brown. Nathan Brown's the one who would actually be in the American jersey, not Jonathan Brown. Yeah, 10th and 11th, plus the top 4. They do put everybody on same times, but I should have a 10-second bonus. Wow, quite a few withdrawals here. And yes, there's the bonuses. Plus the breakaway guy's bonus. Granigan leading the under 25s. We'll see if that sponsor confidence does. And yes, okay, this is a team objective. Let's see, what was the team objective on this one? Stage win. Awesome. We have met the objective. These stage win ones are the harder. Top 10, I can manage those. It's the ones where it's a stage win when I don't necessarily have the guys to get the job done. Like last time we had a stage win in Algeria, and we got a top 3. I think it was second place, and it was seen as a negative, and confidence dropped quite a bit. Top 10s I can manage. It's the top 3s that are really difficult to pull off. But this will help boost things quite a bit. Let's see if there's a jump here into the next day. Or is it going to come after the race? We'll have to check after. George Simpson. Editor's bet. Profile is regular enough to create movement gaps. You can see Simpson moving closer in the overall standings, and why not taking the best young rider jersey off his teammates' back? Well, that's not going to be contested. This is going to be difficult to get my team to the end, as this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Category 1 climbs. Plus, you get a number of pretty steep uncategorized climbs, a good 3 of them. I don't expect the pace to pick up for a while, but all these climbs mostly are on the back half. So I might have 0 riders left at the end. I might have a few riders left at the end. I definitely won't be able to do what I just did in the last stage. But the race day condition, the team is extremely excited after yesterday's performance that most of the team is looking on the positive side. But again, here's Card. His average is higher than anybody else's. And he's got a hand up on everybody else that I would expect Cockard to win today's stage. Yeah, when you put Cockard against the best riders in the world, you expect him to be, near the back of the top 10. But when you put him against a group like this, he's much, much better than what any of the rest of us have to compete with. Now, one downside to wearing the yellow jersey right now, on the back of Wraith, and the green jersey, and the best young riders jersey, and so on and so forth. Problem with doing all of that is we may be expected to chase down the breakaway. My team's not strong enough to do that. I don't have the guys to commit to that. Alright, well, that's everybody to the front. I suppose we're going to go with the exact same setup of last time. So we'll protect the same guys. So Wraith, Granigan, and then Easter. Brown's looking a bit better today. remember who's wearing. Oh, it's... No, Wraith's not in the best young rider. I thought it was one of my guys. Oh, there it is. It's Granigan. Granigan's first on the best young rider. But he's wearing the green jerseys. Somebody else is wearing best young rider. Got it. Okay. Alright, 160k to go here. So I will need to carefully time when we are getting water so that I don't wear out Brown and have him out before he's ever really needing to do a job besides getting water. We can see just here from the establishment of a breakaway group and the little bit of undulation we've had. Anderson, Rim, Simpson, all a bit fatigued already. They are recovering now as we've been on a steady downhill, just ever so slight descent here through this period. Alright, so breakaway group has 7 riders. There's 1 rider giving chase, but it's still only right about a minute. They are together now, 8 riders, but they don't seem to be getting the freedom. Alright, I gotta keep an eye on the back of the group. Make sure that I don't lose riders because of pace. I don't want them to push too hard because they won't make it to the end. They'll get dropped. So I want it to be possible for them to slide back through the peloton a bit as we go up and over these climbs, as necessary to help keep. Wow, we're tired already, or thirsty already, and quite a few guys tired already, and there's still 105k to go. I don't think I can get away with water just once, especially with these climbs, so I might need to do it twice, which means this would be the best time to do it the first time. So let's get Brown on it. It might be too late. He's on his way back up. No, he's not on his way back up. This is bad unless he's just caught in the crowd. Okay, slow down here. Rim is sliding backwards. This whole group is sliding backwards, so let's go ahead and pick it up. I don't want you to fall back this far, this fast. There's already a group off the back. There's 26 riders that have slipped off as there's a split. Now we're sliding back a little bit, but not at a crazy rate. Wow, so an 87, but these are non-climbers, mind you. In 87s. Not enough for these guys. Let's try 88. Ooh, Wraith. Don't get caught up in the crowd. Stay to the front, dude. Alright, Brown's struggling on his own here. Actually only set to an 80. His hill's looking pretty strong today, Brown. Maybe I need to start protecting stronger riders because we're hurting already. I mean, I've got a lot of guys that are in a bit of trouble here, so I might need to start protecting the best climbers as opposed to the best sprinters, so that I have somebody left at the end. Maybe after this climb we'll mix it up. I'm going to speed up just a little bit. Simpson, Easter working backwards here. That's not good. Wraith working backwards. Peloton's already been, the breakaway's already been caught. Peloton is shrinking. 80 riders. Rim's in trouble. Yes, Rim is in trouble. So, first victim.
Only a few riders are capable of following the very fast pace up front.
He's
It
okay
looks
on
like
hills
the pack
too.
has fit the
Surprising
dust
that he's
collectively,
dropping off.
but
Peloton's
the
down to
riders
40
seem to
riders.
be okay to carry on. A rider
Small
has
chance
just
to
fallen.
recover here.
We've just learned of a fall. Let's hope that all riders will get up quickly.
Alright, well, I've got my full team in what is now a small peloton of just 41 riders. But this is going to change here real soon because Rim, there goes Rim. Rim's going to go right out the back here. Ooh, maybe not. Not yet, not yet. Good. Chance to recover. Hang in there for a little bit longer. Okay, here's the base. It's going to intensify again. Ooh, we're back up to 74 riders as the next group on the road has remade contact. We're not even halfway through the climbs yet, though. But there's definitely some recovery that just happened. Rim has recovered quite a bit. Most of the riders have recovered a bit. There goes the pace, pick it up. Back to 98 riders. All but 5 riders have made contact, so that's big. That is very big. Things calmed down for a little bit there and allowed things to bunch back up. Need to up. Lost my mouse. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. My pointer. Up Brown's effort level. Wraith. You two. I want you guys dropping out the back here. Alright, we are down to 50 kilometers, so I do need to get water one more time. Brown, right over the top of this one, just before the top. Send him back to get water. The nice thing about when you go right over the top like that, you can drop back really quick to get the water before the peak, and then you start the work to move to the front once you go back. But I don't know what's going on with Brown because he hasn't moved back. He hasn't slowed his pace. Like, he's still riding hard. He's set to fetch water bottles, but he's not going backwards. It's like he missed the message. He never went back. So finally, after we got level, he went back. And now I've got everybody recovered. The entire field has come back together. Wow. Alright, well, here's where the attack comes. This is where those climbing-minded guys can get away. But you can see just how short that was. That wasn't that bad. It did some damage to the team. But here's the basic finish areas. Good to check this out. Once you come around that bend, it looks like we are almost straight in. A little bit of curve through here. There's the final K. Oh, there's a big bend just before the finish. Come around. Oh, and it loops back the other way as well. And there's the finish, and it goes just uphill just before the finish. So that's going to be an intense finish. Now it's time to step this up, guys. Let's go to 90. I don't want them to get dropped here, but this is the place where it's going to really start to shake up this time, up and over this little hill. It's steep enough, and the pace is high enough that it's definitely starting to do some damage. But right over the top this time, there we go. Okay, we go to 99s. Rim's done, so I'm going to set him to auto. Simpson is done. Set him to auto. But Easter is good. Well, these guys aren't necessarily good, but they're still in contention. So we want Easter to get up there. Let's bring you towards the front. Brown's... Oh, hold on. Follow Brown. You're close enough there, right? Okay, I'm going to go slow from here. I want to see how this kind of evolves.
The riders are entering
There
the
we go.
last
Okay,
few
now
kilometers of
we're
the
up
stage.
here together. So, Wraith is the race leader. And he's looking a little stronger right now than Granigan. So Wraith's going to follow Granigan. Granigan's going to follow Easter. Brown's going to follow Anderson. And Anderson's not going anywhere yet. But we are going to go ahead and use his energy gel here soon. One more time over the climb. Big test on whether I can actually keep these guys. Okay, use that gel. There we go. Okay, we're getting formed up. And we're going to go like 91. Start making my way to the front. Yeah, see, those guys are barely hanging on. Alright, well, now we are the ones leading this out. Oh, he's killing Brown too. That's okay, we're at the front though. We're at the front. And nobody else has died. So Anderson's getting us over the top. Here comes the attack. Now Brown's going to go.
And there's an attack at the front. He could go all the way.
Okay, one rider's off the front. I'm not so worried about that. So we're down to 6K. And I've got 3 guys left. Brown's going to be toast here in a second. So let's get Easter ready. Okay, there's Brown. Brown's done. Easter on a 94. I think that's good for 5K. There's kind of 3 guys away, but Moreno, Sevilla, I think I've got them covered. Okay, Granigan, just over 3K to go. Easter's about to run out of energy, though. It's going to drop off a lot faster. Yeah, there you go. Granigan, last lead out. Oh, no. It's too fast. Wraith's going to be on his own.
There we go. The sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves up.
Okay, around this final bend. Now for the sprint for Wraith. Can I even get a top 10? Yes, I can get a top 10. Cockart, of course, gets the win. Fernandez, Clayas into the top 10. Wraith, 9th place. Honestly, that's good for this stage, 9th place. And there's definitely been some damage to the field, so we'll see where the standings are looking after this one.
And here are a few of the key moments.
Yeah, Cockart just rides kind of right past everyone pretty comfortably. Looks like only a single rider was making any dent on his pace at all. Same time. 51 riders all on same time. So now Cockart on count back above Wraith. Granigan equal to 3rd. Easter equal to 5th. Anderson's still in it. But that's it. So 43 riders left with some sort of chance on this one. And of course we got a time trial coming up here. So that's going to mix things up. And I'm not strong in that area. Or at least not my riders. But we've already done that necessary piece. We've got a stage win. So by the time we get to the end of the last 2 stages here, we should see a pretty good boost to the sponsor confidence. I would love to see that budget go up for next season, and I'm definitely going to be bringing in new riders to the team. It's a team time trial? It's a team... Oh, gosh. Team time trial. I'm not so good at these. And my team is weak. This could be bad. Cofidis, the favorites, Direct Energy up there. They've got us 5th, so apparently most of the teams did not bring time trialists. Ooh, that race day condition back down after not having the success in stage 2, emulating what we did in stage 1. That's going to bring us down a bit. But overall, very successful race thus far. The stage win, ultimately, that was the goal. That was what we had to do. That's what we came to do. And we did it. First stage win in the history of the team. So, goal accomplished. But now the trick is... what can we do here in the final 2 stages? Can we make something of a race? Or are we just going to be looking for another stage victory on the final stage? Can we stay in contention here? A lot of riders withdrawn, so that's going to affect things. This team's only got 5 riders to get things started. Speed things up until we come along. I don't know exactly where we're at in the team standings. We were number 1 after stage 1, but I think we probably dropped a bit. Alright, here's Team Wiggins. That's the AG2R Youth Development Squad. Most of these teams, just 5 riders. Here's the Portuguese team, Radio Popular. Yeah, most of the teams have just 5 riders. That's big for me. I've still got a full team at my disposal. And there we go. Alright, so we want... what? We definitely want to up the intensity. We're going to try an 85 here initially and see how that does. But let's go through and see where my time trialists are. We got a 61, 62 right now, 64, 65. I'm reading the bonuses, race day conditions, 65, 64, 66. So this is actually kind of nice. Everyone's between a 61 and a 66. So we can keep a pretty steady rotation going. It's then just what's the overall pace to get us to the end with all or most of the team. Okay. I'm going to try 87 and step that up a little bit, because 85 is not doing damage besides to the rider on the front. I think we could pull off an 87 consistently through here. Yeah, the guys in the back are looking fairly strong. Try an 88. Now, the other thing is I don't need all 7 riders to the finish line. So let's try something here. Let's get back to the front. Easter's in the top 10. Granigan's in the top 10. Simpson is not. So Simpson is somebody that I can pull a big turn and lose him off the back. No threat. Wraith is not. Brown is another one. So we can have... And then, let's see, Anderson, 8th in points, 8 in youth, 4th in mountain climbers, 31st overall. He's still just 10 seconds off, so he's okay. Rim, all right. So I can have those guys make a longer pull, those few riders that are totally out of contention. And that also means that we can up that intensity a little bit and know that those guys are going to fall off. So we're going to try a 90 here. And actually everybody's looking pretty strong right now. So try a 91. Okay, so now Simpson. Right, how much damage? Where's Simpson? See, Simpson's actually still good. Even after doing that. So we're going to really step it up now. 93. Okay, big difference between the first 2 teams across the line. Where are we at? Oh, that's the finish line. Where are we at here? 36 seconds off the pace, but we are ahead of quite a few teams. Even though I went a slower pace, we're going to definitely go faster here towards the end. Okay, so on a 93, we're really pushing, but we're not losing anybody yet. And I definitely think I can get enough to the finish line. Here's Rim. Taking a nice long turn on the front. He's still not gone. These guys... It's 2K. We're going 99. Going 99 here. I'm getting my full team to the finish. So I didn't go hard enough. I could have definitely gone harder. We've slipped to 7th at the first station. At the finish line, much better. We are up now in the standings a bit, but there's Final Concept already. So we could have gone a lot harder than we did. I've got the full team coming in at 59 seconds. Minute 4 behind now. Direct Energy going top, so I'm slipping further back, and I definitely could have got us another 30 or 40 seconds out of that if I had known at the start that we could have gone much harder than we did. Okay, so we ride with Leopard Pro as they come to the end. They cross just behind us. Here's Sovak. They were 43 seconds down at the break. They go 3rd. Wow. Good time from them. Here's Cofidis. They were 1st. No surprise there. Yeah, Cofidis ahead by almost a minute. So Cofidis is going to just kill everybody else in the standings, whoever they've got left. Of that 51 riders that were within 10 seconds of each other, Cofidis, all of those riders that were in that group of 51 are going to be the top of the standings. So they're going to have like top 4, top 5. Ooh, BHS, they were only 6 seconds down. By the way, I'm down to 9th at 2 minutes down. That's not good. Not good at all. We're just going to be competing for that last stage here. Still a couple, 3 teams left. Oop, one more still here. This is the last team. They're well out of it. So I'm going to get 10th, it looks like. 11th. By the same time. So the team that just crossed the line bumped me out of the top 10 on the stage. But it's Cofidis and BHS who are going to be competing for the overall with whatever team members they each had in that top 51. So looking at the general, and sure enough, Cofidis, 5 riders that were on that better time. In a normal situation, Ed 8 would be the top guy here, but Turgis also. Yeah. BHS, just 3 riders there, and then you can see it drops back pretty quick. For me, I've now got Wraith all the way down in 22nd, minute 55. So I see just how few riders were left in that group of 51. But Cofidis had 5 of them, so they're all over the top of the standings now. And as this last stage is going to, for the most part, come down to a sprint group, a somewhat shrunken sprint group. Due to the hilly nature of this last stage, but it's still going to be a pretty big group. And I think I should still have some riders in it. It's a bit more hilly than I thought. Cockart, of course, is the favorite yet again. But you can see a couple of those Cofidis riders are right up here in the top 10, so... But if I can get Wraith to the end, and if I can get him into the sprint, I could definitely see us finishing inside the top 20 overall. For the stage, no idea. Depends on who I've got left in the sprint. Could probably crack the top 10. Probably can't get the top 5. Expect it to be like stage 2. And while I'm technically out of time for this episode without doing any edits, we've gotten fewer stages in, but we'll stick through. We'll get this last stage here, so this episode will be a little bit longer. It still ends up saving me time. It's less time recording than I would do normally, and it saves me a lot of time on the editing. So next episode, I do promise that will be back to normal, and we'll get the... that final episode, or the next 2 episodes with edits, and so we'll get through a lot more content in those. Now, Simpson, attack.
He's launching an attack. There's not much hope in
I'd like to get somebody in the
but
breakaway.
at least his family gets to see him on TV. The breakaway is not to everybody's liking. The peloton has significantly increased its speed.
Alright, so I've got Simpson trying to get in the breakaway. He's caught in that no man's land in between right now with 4 riders ahead. I've got everybody else set. Group of 4 now caught up to Simpson. Hopefully they can join the other 8 and not have all the other groups in between also out there. Yeah, we've nearly caught up here to...
The lead over the pack is dwindling.
There we
couple
go.
of
8
teams have
riders
said
together
they'll have
now.
pacemakers for the pack. They obviously don't have anybody in the breakaway group.
Alright, so Simpson goes to the front. And the other 2 riders that were off the front have been caught. So this group of 8 is pulling away a little bit right now. They're over half a minute ahead now. There's the look from behind. Now they're picking up the pace. And with this little uphill, they could definitely pull some distance on the peloton in the next little bit. Maybe get far enough away. It's up out over 40 seconds now, 45. $47. Getting close. Once they get out over a minute, I expect the peloton to back off and let them get away as far as they want to allow them to get away. But it always seems to be that hard work up until it's over a minute ahead. At least that's the way the game mechanics work. 51 seconds. Speed things up a little bit here as it looks like they're going to get away. 51, 54. 53. 55 there for a moment. They've nearly hit that minute mark. 57.
The pace is really hot, so for the moment,
Simpson's not going to last a whole lot longer, so they need to get it out over a minute here real soon. Another uphill again, and this is going to stay uphill for a while. While everybody else is actually struggling as the peloton's still giving chase. It's out over a minute now. It's out over a minute. They may back off. Come on. Oh, and here comes the rain. It's over a minute, but they're not backing off yet. Simpson's not going to last.
There's now more than a minute between the breakaway and the pack.
We should see this time blow up here real soon, but Easter's going to be done. There he goes. Easter's going to fall off. He seems to be the only one with the shoulders sagging really bad, actually. We're just about over the top, so he could recover. But, oh, there's 3 more riders that have attacked. 3 more riders have attacked. That's not good. Because here these guys are now saying, no way, no way. And so the peloton's attacking right now. There we go. Those 3 got caught. It's a minute 12. Minute 16. Minute 19. Okay, it's opening up. Simpson's also recovering here on this downhill. Pace has dropped off a bit. Minute 30. Okay, they let him go that time. They let him go. So Simpson has successfully made it into the group. He's in recovery now. They're attacking for the sprint. We got split in 2, but we're back together again. And now the pace has come out of the group. And 3.5 minutes ahead, so there you go. Okay, so we'll ride with Simpson here while he manages the breakaway group. Everybody else, we'll check in with them when it's time to get some water. So a little over 3.5 minutes ahead. Approaching 4, so it looks like they're still letting him get away a little bit here. Luckily, the pace is slow enough that he's still recovering. Where is he at in these things? 8th in mountain climbers. So he actually has it. Well, no. There was a bunch of Category 1 climbs. These are all Category 3, so he's not going to get that jersey. The 5 points here is only 21st, so he's not competing for anything. I'm just trying to see if the breakaway group stays away, I've got somebody in it to potentially win the stage. So that's all he's up to right now. And he's just about out of water here, so let's go ahead and get him some water. Make sure he keeps up enough pace to stay with everyone there. These guys, as the pace picks up, we got to make sure we're going to get over the top of those. And I'm going to send... Ooh, not now. Not on this climb. over the first climb. There's another one right after, so I'm going to wait till after that climb till I send Rim. Let's see, how much further? 1K to go to the top. No, you've got 1.4. Now 1K to go. And now go ahead and go get the water. Okay, Simpson, how you doing? You're still in the group, that's good. Pace has actually picked up a lot. Okay, everybody's calling for water, but Rim does have it. He's making his way back through the group. Alright, so Simpson has recovered. He's still in the group. There's Wraith still at the front. Easter is at the front. Rim's still trying to make his way back with the water bottles to that front group. Granigan and Brown also making their way back to the front. So once Rim gets up there, there we go, water for these last guys, good, and he gets back in place. Rim is a bit tired here, so I don't know if Rim's going to last a whole lot longer, but we got water, and most of them got it just before 70K to go, which means they might make it to the end.
It's a shame, but he's not going any further.
Ooh, big crash, big crash. None of my guys seem to be caught up in it, though. Just 33 riders left. This crash seemed to be near the front. Good thing we were all up there at that point, not caught up in it. Okay, only half the group working here. 8 riders, they're still 2.5 minutes ahead. And the peloton's just 33 riders giving chase, and Rim looks like he might not be one of them much longer. And there he goes, Rim. He's about to drop out of here. There we go, sliding backwards is Rim. Who are you covering right now? Easter? Easter's okay if we lose. Well, let's see, Granigan. Well, Easter is looking stronger than Granigan, so we might shift Brown to Easter here.
The team leaders have their minds fixed on today's goal.
Rim's hanging in there. Let's put him on Granigan while he can, if he can. But still just the 31 riders, and it looks... Oh, Rim's gone off the back. Okay. Put him on auto. Okay, back up to Simpson, still in the group, and actually on his own at the front. But they should be riding hard. Like, why isn't the rest of the group working? We got 2 minutes over a small peloton. Why not put some work in, guys? Most of them are just along for the ride, maybe just hanging on. But Rim's off the back here, so just 28 riders left in the peloton. And it's a small group, so make sure we keep this up, because you slide off the back, you join Rim. Okay, Simpson's breakaway group down to just 2 minutes now on their lead. But that's a pretty healthy lead with only a handful of climbs left to go here. At this one, there's 4 climbs really, and then you got a bit of a false flat area, little plateau where that sprint point is. But if these guys can stay out 2 minutes over a small... Ooh, peloton just came back together. Yeah, see, Rim's group just caught back up. But there goes Rim again. So some of that group came back together. Many of them, the moment they caught up, went right back off the back again. Brown's in a bit of trouble here. But hanging on. For now. He's shoulder bobbing really bad, but he's recovering a little bit on this downhill. Okay, we get back forward with Simpson. He's not getting help from his group here. I would take off on my own, but he's not strong enough to do so. They've lost one rider. That's why most of them aren't working. So Simpson is actually one of the stronger ones in the group. He is a 67 on hills, and is getting some support. But he's just too far gone himself to just take off and leave them behind. The peloton's getting close. It's still close to 2-minute gap, but Simpson just can't leave that group behind himself. So Brown and Anderson both right on the edge here. Here goes Brown. Not sure he's going to get to the top this time. It's going to get less steep here in a moment, but he's going to drop back pretty quick. Peloton's down to 40 riders quite quickly there. Easter. Don't slide back. Okay, Brown's hanging on to the back of the group at least. 37, and we're in this long false flat for a while here. And then we've got basically 2 climbs left. This isn't that long of a false flat, but Brown is on the verge of getting dropped. So is Anderson. That leaves me 3 riders here. Granigan, Wraith, and Easter. So what we're going to do here, and Granigan's the weak one right now. So we're going to get... change it up here. Let's go 99. We'll set auto. Oh, no, don't set auto. Okay, fine, don't set auto. We're going to get Wraith following Easter, and Easter's going to follow Granigan. Granigan's going to hang on as long as he can. Simpson is now done. Simpson's about to get dropped. Hanging on. Can he recover, though? Anderson hanging on to the back of the group. Brown's gone off the back, but Anderson is struggling. Might recover a little bit. If he does, I'll put him on the front. A little uphill here. But if he gets over the top of it and then continues to recover, starts to get a little bit of the yellow back, we'll put him at the front. Yes, yes, okay. So Anderson, make your way up. Not at a 99. Not at a 99. Just get up there a bit. Get up there a bit. Yes, yes. Okay, perfect. Now, recover a little. Recover a little. Alright, here's the penultimate climb. Okay, so Granigan's going to take over here as Anderson slides back. Except for he's not sliding back, it's Granigan that's sliding back. Still going uphill here. There goes Anderson back now. Simpson's still in the group and has recovered slightly. And there's a downhill section here that Simpson could recover yet again. I need to get you water one more time. Everybody else got water later and you didn't. Set Brown to auto here. Rim's already on auto. Ooh, we've slipped back a bit. Anderson, actually. I want Granigan to recover and work his way back up, and then we'll go back into follow Anderson mode. Do the same thing we did last time out. Ooh, nope, Anderson still struggling. Okay, Anderson, pick up the pace, get us back up there. There we go. Take it back to this outside edge. There we go. Alright. I got 4 riders. 4 riders left. Plus Simpson now with a shot. With some sort of chance here. There is one rider who's gone off the front, but he's just right there. So we're back in contact here. Now this is actually that chance for Simpson. Simpson's the strongest climber in this group. So, let's see what he can do. I don't want you to attack, but pull. Sprint. There you go. Now pull. By yourself. No? They're still there.
An attack is launched. The group has to break apart.
There's the top. The final climb. Now he's leaving the group behind. But he's not getting far enough away. It's only 15 seconds. But they're also only 30 seconds ahead of the peloton. Struggling over the top. He does get over the top first. Moves up to 6th place in the mountain standings while he's at it. Alright, Anderson's made it over the top, so I've got 4 riders. That's good. There's only, 3 riders left giving chase. 35 in the peloton. Easter and Ray, they're both looking pretty strong. Granigan's hanging in there. And Anderson just about hanging in there. Simpson's been caught by these guys, so let's tone it down. These guys are duking it out for who's going to sprint and win. There's only 3K to go. Just stay on the back. Okay, wait. There's only a few K to go. I'm going to take off with Granigan now. There's the breakaway group is caught. I totally lost track of where we're at on all that.
There we go. The sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves up.
Too late. Way too late on the sprint. Cockard had it, though. He pulled away easily. Claes was that next best. Boudet. I didn't even sniff the top 10. I was so distracted with Simpson on his breakaway group that I didn't realize we were suddenly 3K from the end. I figured we still had 10 or 15K to go when we got over the top of that last climb, and we didn't. We were right there at the end. But we got our stage win. That's what matters. That's going to be a big boost to the points. We had 10 total points before, but with the stage win, I think we'll have a bit more. Still not a high amount for this race, and I certainly didn't have a high finish overall in the end, so it's not going to look too good.
And here are the race highlights that we've selected for you.
But that is going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe. Claes gets the win overall for Cofidis. Cofidis gets top 5. Tune in next time. And 19th. Okay, so we did crack the top 20. Wraith gets up to 19th. Fifth in the teams. 4th in the sprint for Wraith. Let's see where we are. Oh, there you go. Big boost to the sponsor confidence. So we went from about here to where we are now. And the team standings. 53rd overall. 115. So, yeah, see, that's not that big of a boost. That's 11 points for me. So we gained 1 point only, even though we won a stage. All right, bye for now.